Hello, I'm Jack Barshinger, Superintendent for Batavia Public Schools. This is our first board briefs for May 27, 2010. We're going to try to highlight some of the actions of the recent board meeting and give you some of the actions that have taken place from the different divisions within the Batavia Public Schools. One of the recent actions that we informed the board about was our application with the state of Illinois for Race to the Top funds. The reform action provided by the federal government, we have joined with the state of Illinois and this Batavia Teachers Association in our application for reform funds from the federal government. The reform will look at state standards as well as data systems and our teacher evaluation system. We have submitted the application and should know within 60 to 90 days whether we're able to obtain those funds from the recent federal initiative grants that are in place. And finally, for my comments, we look forward to our graduation exercise Friday, June 4th, which will also be available live on BATV. And congratulations to our Batavia graduates that will be participating in that exercise this year.
Hi, I'm Tony Inglese. I serve as Chief Information Officer for Batavia Schools. There are two technology-related items that the board went over at the last meeting. First of which, the board recognized and celebrated the accomplishment of a small group of fourth graders from Louise Wright School under the direction of LRC Director Donna Hanrahan. That group created trailers for the books that they read, Rebecca Caudle books, and they were recognized at the Illinois State Capitol. They met the governor, they met a couple of our state legislators, Fortner and Schmitz, and they celebrated what their accomplishments as far as what they created with technology and how they use technology to enhance their learning. So kudos to those fourth graders and congratulations. The second item that the board took action on at the last meeting was the computer lease for next year. These computers that we're purchasing will be for the middle school, and they'll include laptops for all the teachers. The district maintains an inventory of about 1,900 computers. This next year, what's different about the lease is that we'll be giving laptops, as I said, to teachers. Every certified teacher will have a laptop. But what's good about that is we were able to maintain our current spending in that area. So the cost of these computers moving forward is exactly what we spent in previous years, and it's a cost-neutral item.
Hi, I'm Chris Mon. I'm the Assistant Superintendent for Finance for Batavia Schools. I handle most of the business operations and all of the operational and auxiliary services for the administration. On the business side of our board meeting on May 25th, the board took action on a couple of important items. The first and most significant is the refunding of portions of our 1998, 2003, and 2008 bonds. With the 2007 referendum, the board promised to maintain a tax rate of $4.69. And in order to do that this year with the decline in property values, we needed to abate some bond and interest taxes. We have since offset that by this bond restructuring of $2.87 million. We did this by a competitive sale. It was priced out on Tuesday morning with the help of our financial advisor, PMA Securities. And a representative from PMA, Scott Smith, came and presented the board with the results of the competitive sale. We received 6 different bids through the reverse auction site, ending up with a true interest cost of just under 2.9%. That is a lower interest rate than we had on each of the previous bonds. This is an 8-year issue. The average life of the maturity is just over 7 years, and the goal of the structuring was to maintain a level debt service after the 2013 year. In other business news, we renewed our contracts with GCA Services and First Student for our custodial and our transportation services, respectively. The important thing about this is that both of those contracts came in with flat rates, so it is at least cost neutral. And in fact, we actually negotiated a decrease in our GCA Services contract. GCA Services, the custodial, this year's budget is just under $1 million. Next year, we approved the contract to be approximately $928,000, so that's a decent savings. For First Student, we spend a little over $3.3 million on pupil transportation. And while we could not approve a total contract, we did approve the rates, and the rates for each route will remain the same as they were in 2009 and 2010. The other business item that we did was renewing our dental insurance and our vision insurance, and those rates also remain stable. So The board was very pleased that our vendor partners were able to work with us during these tough economic times to achieve a nice cost-neutral position in these budget situations.